Hi guys, welcome back to Jie Podcast. This week's episode, we are going to talk about Miss Universe. So, you didn't watch, right?
No, I'm not. I don't watch this type of pageants actually.
Okay, so the new Miss Universe was crowned on Sunday. I mean, like a week ago. Okay,
So it was on the 19th.
19 November.
Okay.
It was Miss Nicaragua, and the first runner-up was Thailand. So, yeah,
You were proud of
Yay!
it.
Okay, we'll talk about this later.
Okay.
So okay, maybe I share a little bit about
Miss Universe, how does it work?
Okay. Every country have to send they have to hold a national competition, and then they have to send like a delegate. So I think these delegates, they will have a closed door interview. I think that I heard that makes up about 70% of the. Okay, it will determine who will go to the top 20 and top 10. Yes.
Oh,
The closed doors interview.
okay.
Yeah. And then I think only one spot will be left for the online voting.
Was Singapore in the top 20 or 10?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
Do
Usually Singapore don't get in. I'm sorry.
next year it will be me.
And then from the 10, right, they will choose 5. And then these 5 will have to face they have to draw lots, and then they will pick a judge. Then the judge will ask them a question. Then alright, from these 5, they will pick 3. And these 3 will answer the same question.
Okay.
And then they'll determine like who will win the Miss Universe. So actually this Q&A portion, right, is very important. It's a very big thing. And then how it works is that they ask you the question, you only have 30 seconds to answer. You have to answer it on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah. So some Miss Universe delegates, their first language is not English, right? So they have translator.
Oh, really? So you don't need to
Yeah.
answer in English.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, but there was an issue with that for this year because the Miss Nicaragua, right, she answered in, I don't know whether they speak Portuguese or Spanish. It sounded like Spanish to me. So she said one sentence, then the translator translate one sentence. So people are saying that she has more time to think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just translate the whole answer at the end?
I don't know. But maybe they're afraid that the translator will miss something.
They can just record it. Then translate later.
I have no idea. But that's how it works, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today we are going to do something very exciting. We are going to be answering the Miss Universe questions. So we have picked out some questions and we are going to ask each other and see how well we can answer with the 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, we should get a timer.
Okay. Okay, disclaimer, I'm not prepared for this.
What do you mean?
No, the Miss Universe, they are all trained.
Okay.
They're all trained for this.
No, yeah, we're just going to see how normal folks like us.
Yeah, untrained folks like us.
Untrained folks like us, how will we do? Okay. Should I ask you the question first?
I can time myself.
Okay. If you could live 1 year in another woman's shoes, who
That
would
was
you
the
choose
finance question.
Oh, is it?
That was the finance question for this year's
So
Universe.
should I not ask that question?
Yeah, because I already thought about it. But
Okay, then. I haven't thought about it. Okay, if you could speak to a room full of students about online bullying, what would you say?
It was from this year's Miss Universe as
What?
well.
I chose all from this year's. Are we not supposed to choose from this year's?
But I heard all the answers. I heard what they said.
Oh! I thought you were asking us. I thought you were asking me to just pick the random ones from this year's one.
Okay, I can answer. But some I didn't give much thought.
Okay.
Okay.
So I ask again. Okay, let me ask
the
another one.
woman's shoe one.
But I ask you another one.
Okay.
Then this one will surprise you now.
Okay,
Then you just answer. What qualities and values guide you as a leader and role model for others?
Okay. I think it has to be empathy.
Hello?
Yeah. No, I mean you need to. Oh my god, I cannot do this.
I thought you said you heard the answers and you gave some
I don't
thought.
remember that question.
Then you should answer it after a second. What are you doing?
Okay, can I really do this? How you said me? Okay, give me another question.
This one is wild. Okay.
I can't be Miss Universe.
Okay. One more. Luckily, I have a lot here. Okay. You cannot pause it anymore.
Okay.
If you win tonight, what will you bring to the Miss Universe brand?
Okay. You let's assume that my course is because all the Miss Universe, they have a cause that they're trying to promote. So you need to give me a cause.
UNICEF. Children.
Children.
Mm.
Okay, wait. Cancer.
This is not a 30.
I'm not even on the stage, but I really feel stressed.
Okay, I only got one last question for you. Okay, let's say you're promoting UNICEF, okay? Last question. I only got one last question for you that you have to start now. How would you use the Miss Universe platform to promote global gender equality?
I need 10 seconds to think.
This woman is not going to be our next Miss Universe.
I don't
Is
know.
the timer running?
Yes,
Oh,
it's
okay, okay.
running.
It's
I
been
don't
10
know.
seconds already.
I don't know. I will lead by example.
I think her first answer was the best, equality. Just that one.
Oh my god, 30 seconds is up.
I just want to say this was her idea, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me you
No.
try on me.
I try on you. Okay. Education is the foundation of life. So this is the quote. What are the other things you consider as foundation of life and why?
Education is the foundation of life. Other things that I would consider as the foundation of life are food and clean access to drinking water. So millions of children worldwide actually get access to clean drinking water. And so that's why I'm very passionate about providing that. Because without clean drinking water, nobody can thrive. Food is also another very big issue in our community. A lot of children, millions are suffering from starvation. I think I did better than you.
For sure. It's not too bad.
Okay lah, but
I don't think it was the direction of food and water, but at least like you explain your answer.
yeah. Okay, try another one.
Okay. What do you think are the main problems related to social media in today's society, and how do you think these challenges should be addressed?
Oh, this is much easier. Okay, I think the main challenges today is cyberbullying and comparison. So this causes insecurity. A lot of kids now are very insecure because they constantly compare themselves to what they see online. So I believe that proper education and love from their parents will help with the insecurity. And for cyberbullying, I think that monitoring from teachers and parents as well as from the social media companies is a very important. They have a very important role to play.
Wow. Next Miss
Next
Universe.
Miss Universe.
They removed the age restriction already, so you can.
What was
you
the
can-
age restriction?
28?
I'm not even 28.
No, but usually these people, right, they start very early. It's not like one day they're like, I'm going to join Miss Universe. They start from like smaller pageants, then they slowly build their portfolio. So you can.
Oh, okay, I will start training this year. So, okay. Actually, now that we mentioned this, right, there's this very interesting thing, and where I think that both of us are very different. So, I just went for this work training, work retreat, and then during this work retreat, the guy mentioned that some people think to talk, and some people talk to think, and I think that's why both of us have such a. It's easier for me to answer the questions because I talk to think.
Wait. So sometimes you say stuff, but it doesn't go to your brain
Yeah,
first.
because
But
I say
everything-
stuff to process. I say things to process.
Everything that comes out of my mouth, right, goes to my brain first.
Yeah.
So I'm very careful with whatever I say, right, I thought it through already. So I mean it. Like, I mean everything that I say.
Yeah. So I think like now that we do this, right, because I know you're this type of person, but I also know that I'm the type that I will talk to
Oh no.
think it up. No,
If I was 17 plus, I would have joined Miss Universe.
must you be 17 plus?
Usually they look like models. Oh, they are very tall.
How come suddenly
I-
got so many requirements?
No, I don't think they have this height
Okay.
requirement. But it's just that most of the girls that join, right, they all have model heights.
Okay, this year I'm gonna try. That's my 2024 New Year resolution. I'm gonna join
You
Miss
gonna
Universe.
gonna
Yeah.
join?
Yeah. But like I was saying just now, like no, now that we do this, then it becomes very evident. So for me, right, like I think it's easier because I don't know, I'm so used to talking, right? Like I just so used to talk to process stuff.
Are we changing our topic?
No, we're not. I'm just saying,
No,
like,
okay,
just
okay, okay.
regarding our answers, why we have such a different response. Because I was thinking just now that you might need time
Struggle.
to
Uh-huh.
think. Because even like I think people who listen to the podcast or who watch the podcast, you are always a bit slower to speak compared to me. I'm like nah, 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 nah. Yeah, it's just difference in like personality. Nowadays, right, a few companies they do this, which is a video interview. They give you a question and then they give you then you record yourself answering. So it's actually supposed to help save time for both parties lah, because then
Okay.
the interviewer you don't have to go down to the interviewer, and the interviewer don't have to waste time entertaining you for so long. So it was they gave me a question, 30 seconds to think, and 1.5 minutes to answer.
Okay.
And I tell you, it was only like 4 or 5 questions, but that was the most stressful, like 6 minutes, because I didn't realize, right?
Actually, 30 seconds is not a lot.
It's so short.
Yeah.
I at first, because I was reading the instructions, I was like, oh, 30 seconds, I probably can think, because I thought it would be the generic interview questions, like, oh, why do you want to join this, or like why do you want to do this, or like tell us about your work, blah 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 blah. And I spent most of the 30 seconds looking at the timer and be like, oh, oh. And then finally, when it was like the 1.5 minutes, I was like just rambling and trying to like, oh shucks, and it was quite bad. So when you were saying like to do this, right, I really feel like I really felt the I could empathize with the contestants, because sometimes like I watch clips of these Miss Universe answers, then they always give very stupid answers. Sometimes lah, not always, but they sometimes give very stupid answers. But it's really because like you just can't think, you just cannot think in that time.
And like some of the Miss Universe answers, I feel like they are not answering to the question. But it's because they don't have time to think.
Yeah, because it's like
really just don't have time to think.
Yeah, it's like my food and water answer. I'm sure that was not where you were going with
Yeah,
it, but
that's
I
not that-
couldn't think of
yeah.
anything else. At that time, and then half a second, you're like, okay, I already, this is the first thing that pop out to my mind.
Yeah, you need to continue, right? Interesting.
Okay, so right, I just wanted to share this because in preparing for this episode, I was asking myself like, what exactly is the point of Miss Universe? So apparently, the pageant is meant to be like an advocacy. So it's not meant to just be a purely like a beauty pageant. So there's supposed to be some kind of humanitarian cause behind it. So the pageant's advocacy is humanitarian issues and is a voice to affect positive change in the world.
Okay, for me, right, I love watching pageants, but there are some people that are very against it. Because I mean they are promoting that people should look like a certain way. For example,
we did do a podcast episode about this last year.
Oh yeah, we did.
We did. We were talking about that. Like,
okay, but maybe we can talk about what changed for this year's Miss Universe.
So what changed?
There was a mom that joined the competition from Colombia.
So was it just this year that they removed the age restriction, or last year already removed?
I think after this year, the next year's one.
So this year still have?
This year still have, but last year they removed the mom restriction. So this year there was a mom, yeah.
Okay, so but my question is, right, since they say that their advocacy is humanitarian issues, have they been doing a lot of humanitarian things? Have you ever read the news and be like, Miss World is out there doing something?
Okay, for Philippines one, right, I think she has been doing it for the last 10 years.
The Katrina...
No. This year's one. Michelle Marcus D.
Oh, I don't know.
I think she has been advocating for her cause for quite some time.
So she joined this to bring attention to it.
Yeah. But I know like there are some Miss Universe, after they win, right? Then maybe they continue for a while. Now that they go on to the entertainment industry.
Yeah, because exactly that's what I thought they would do. Because one of my questions that I wrote here is like, what exactly are people expecting Miss Universe to be capable of? Because why are you asking people to answer world problems, giving world solutions in 30 seconds? Like, what is the point?
Okay.
Why?
Actually, now that you said it, I don't know.
Because
They should
it's
look at them based on their portfolio, right?
yeah,
And what they have
because
done so far.
yeah, exactly. So that's why I cannot understand, right? Why are they trying to frame it as if Miss World is
More than just a beauty.
more than just a
About
beauty, is
beauty.
part of like, oh, these women are so smart. And yet your metric for measuring how smart these people are is to make them answer world problems in half a second.
Half a
Which
minute.
half a minute, which even if you're very, very smart, right? You can't do it, what? Because if you can, the world problems would have
Have
been
been
solved by
solved.
now. We wouldn't have these problems. That's why that's
Uh-uh.
my question is like, why are you doing this then?
Good point. And it's like they determine the Miss Universe. Of course, they have to perform well in the closed doors interview already to be even in the to even be in the top 20. But to be like the Miss Universe, they have to do well for the Q&A segment.
Yeah, I feel like this is more of a PR training question, to be honest. Because it's those kind of things, right? Like the paparazzi ask you, or like you're at a press release and somebody just throw a question at you and you need to be able to answer on the spot. Rather than you being able to support any kind of humanitarian cause, this seems more like a PR training.
Okay.
Because you just sit there, then you're really being made for the entertainment industry, what?
Okay, last year's Miss Universe was USA. And
Mm.
actually, a lot of people didn't like her.
Because
They say she exceeded her timing for Q&A. Then like the other finalists were better. But I think she deserved the win because for whatever questions that she got right, she managed to relate it to her life experience and how her course is addressing the problem.
in half a second.
Yeah. She exceeded a little bit. But it's
Oh.
still like, 30 plus minus.
Why don't they give them 1 minute? Is that 20 minutes so difficult to give them? Like, I mean, like, instead of
Yeah.
half a second, there's also the people who answered in half a second are these top 20 only, right?
No, 5.
5 only, and then you
Yeah.
only. Yeah, I mean,
5
like,
and 3.
just give them 8 minutes then. The extra 8 minutes is not going to take
Yeah, so I think
long.
maybe the Q&A part, right? They will ask them how their course, no, how will they use their platform to promote their course? It's usually this type of question.
Okay. So,
Okay, so you don't watch Miss Universe, right? But maybe you have seen news about the national costume.
yeah, after
Cause
you send
some,
me.
no, but not just about Singapore. Like some countries, they really just go big or go home.
Mm-hmm.
So like, okay, this year's the most memorable one to me, right, was Great Britain because she dressed as the Oxford English Dictionary. You should go and search it. It was like from the front I couldn't tell like what was she trying to do. I thought it was those birthday cake decorations.
I feel like if I could pick and I was going to work with a designer, I would really want to work with a designer that's not going to make me look like a fool. It can be memorable. Memorable can be good and bad. Okay, you can be. I think like when you
This
mentioned.
part is a fun part, you know.
No, but when you mentioned, like last year Singapore, they did like the 3D orchids.
Oh, it's
I thought
nice.
it's memorable, but it's a good memorable. It's not the
Okay.
Trump and Kim shaking hands at the vagina memorable, but it's like a
Okay.
good memorable.
There was this year that Japan did Sailor Moon. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I think that kind is
The good
nice.
memorable.
Yeah, but you don't want to be known as a Oxford Dictionary. Do you know?
There was this year at Swiss, right? I think she had chocolate decorations because they're popular for chocolate.
So next year she should go as a block of cheese.
Yeah, I think got one year Thailand, she dressed as a tuk-tuk. You know that the truck.
Yeah. I know.
No, but it is representative of how Thailand is like. It's strange, maybe, but it's representative of the country.
Yeah, I guess. Let me think what is representing Singapore. Oh my gosh, you know
Because me and my mom were talking about this also when we were watching Miss Universe. It's like for every country they have. It's not like we don't have culture, but it's just that they have many many years of history, so they have a style. Like they can pick something, and then people will know that this is from this country. This country is popular for this. But then for Singapore, me and my mom, we were like, other than Malayan and Orchid and Marina Bay Sands, right? And these are like
I just thought of it. like okay, it's only something that Singaporeans will know lah. You know, it's like that Toa Payoh dragon, the playground dragon.
Only Singaporeans will know
Yeah,
lah.
only but I think it'd be very nice to make it into like a rap style type of dress if you have
No,
like.
but you're representing your country to the whole world. What will you bring to the stage? You bring
Yeah
that,
lah,
people
no,
will
you
be
bring
like, what the heck
that,
is
you bring that, but like you can put elements, other elements on it, ma.
Mm.
You don't need to be wearing the Marina Bay Sands. There are a lot of elements like from Singapore that I don't know how internationally known they are, but like you still can bring it into the costume while keeping it something that when Singaporeans look at it, you're like, hey, that's very nice. That's really something that you see in Singapore. You know what I mean?
Okay, no, other than the orchid one, I feel like I've never seen a nice Singapore national costume.
So if next year we don't get into Miss Universe, we try and design a costume.
Okay, because okay, I think there was this pageant for men, like Mr. International.
Yeah.
No, not this year, I think last year. So every country they wore their national costume. Then you know what this year's that year what Singapore wear? He just wore his like swim shorts and then he had a Singapore flag draped. Then everybody was like, what is this?
Oh.
Like
Okay.
America was dressing up as Captain America.
I think I know what you're talking
Something
about.
like
I think you know what you're talking about.
So then people were like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, but I mean Singapore, unless you want to say like the SIA thing, but
It's a very nyonya
no,
style.
but when people think of like Singapore costume, they automatically think of that though.
The SIA outfit. That's what a
Yeah.
lot of my friends say. Like they were saying that they could have just dressed the Singapore delegate as the SIA costume.
SIA style lor, yeah. So I don't know, but it's very funny. You know the
Yeah.
SIA is by Bowman.
Is.
So it's not even Singaporean. It's about
Okay, this year's Mr. International, right? He dressed as Sang Nila Utama. Which I thought was nice.
it was quite cute. That's quite
Yeah.
cute.
Okay, I was suggesting to my friend maybe like we can dress as a Singapore passport because it's like one of the strongest.
Red then with the crest, is it? On the
Yeah.
crest or the book like that, the Oxford one behind like that. Okay. Good idea.
Okay, do you want to change any of your answers now that you have the time to think?
The education one probably. I think the social media one I did okay. I
Okay,
think
yes,
that was
yes.
a very standard off
Yeah.
the top of my head answer. But like, let me think about the education one. You said what? Education is the life
Foundation of life. What else do you think is the foundation of life? Something like that. What other things you consider as foundation of life and why?
shelter.
I can say like empathy,
Nah.
kindness, gratitude. Mm.
Are you really gonna say gratitude is the foundation of life? Is that really? Is that who you truly? Is that a statement you truly believe? Gratitude is the foundation of life. That's a
Okay, I
Miss
think
World answer. That is a real Miss World answer.
I think the one that got this question, she said, give something about giving back to society. Something I don't remember how she expanded her answer, but it was about like some giving back to being grateful and like giving back to society.
Okay, I mean, if I was gonna be honest, I would just be like,
Money.
was going to say like love or friendship.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, okay, so I'll go with
Friendship is okay.
friendship is the foundation of life because you cannot choose your family, but you can choose your friends. So if you have a shit family, you can't change them, but you can change your friends.
Okay.
That's the moral of my story.
I thought you would answer it more like you cannot live. It's difficult to live alone. You need to have a community. Blah, blah,
Okay,
blah.
okay. Let me give the miss. I believe that friendship is the foundation of life because no man is an island. We all need mutual support from our friends when we are feeling lonely and to share the highest points of our life. We all
Wow.
need companionship. Without friends, life is very meaningless.
Thank you.
Thank you for my
Thank you.
crown.
Interesting.
Okay, actually we should answer the final one, okay? So the one that you were going to answer. If you could live 1 year in another woman's shoes, who would you choose and why? I think that's quite an interesting question.
But my answer is not a Miss Universe type of answer.
Never mind, give the Sarah answer. Give the
Okay, I
raw
want
Sarah
to be Mary
answer.
Curie. Because she's a 2-time Nobel Prize winner in different categories.
Do you know how she died though?
I know. Precisely, I want to feel how it's like to discover a new element. And then she died for a good cause. I mean,
Yeah, I mean she did.
she
Also
her discovery led to treatments of cancer.
Mhm.
And she did a lot of good things like from her discovery. So I think if I would live a year in another woman's shoe, I would pick her. She's one of my inspirations to pursue science actually.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Okay. Should I answer this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I actually don't know. Okay. This half a second. I need half a second just to think about what I want to
You
do.
can think.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay. If I could live a year in another woman's shoes, I would definitely want to live as Kendall Jenner or Gigi Hadid.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to know what
I
it feels
think my
like to
answer's
take a.
still okay, you know?
I want to know what it feels like to take a private jet.
I thought my answer was not very Miss Universe already.
Why is your answer not Miss Universe? Your answer is so Miss Universe. It's so genuine. Who are you supposed to say? Who are you supposed to say then? Michelle Obama.
I really will pick Mary Curie.
I really
As
will
much
pick
as
Gigi
I want to take a
Hadid.
private jet, I will still pick Mary
I
Curie.
will still really pick Gigi Hadid.
How
I
is it-
want to know what it's like to be like, one of the richest people on this earth. Pretty, rich,
Mhm.
used to have a handsome boyfriend, no more.
Can get a new handsome,
Can get a new handsome boyfriend. Can get a rich handsome boyfriend, a singer. Oh, yeah. Maybe if I was Gigi Hadid, right? Then I would go and like find Lee Min Ho, and that would be like my. That would just be my fantasy life.
Okay, but you have to promote one cause, like what would it be? Because you say you want to join Miss Universe next year, so you better start finding
I don't
one.
think after I post this online, I can join it anymore.
You better hope the committee doesn't watch this.
No, I hope the community sees my humor and appreciates the humor in this. Let me think. What cause ah? Can it be animals?
Can.
Oh, actually, my dream, right? Like my dream is always to like have a dog farm, not a breeding farm. No, not a dog farm. A
Rescue.
sanctuary, a sanctuary. Like I always see people who have those big land, and they have like the dogs running around, and then they have like rehab for like the dogs. I always thought that if I ever become like super rich, next time I will go to Australia and buy a plot of land, and that is what I would really like to do. Because I like dogs lah. Actually, I like animals in general. So it's something that I am quite okay doing. But if humans, what section of the population? I would say I have more passion to help elderly.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, which is
Actually, I never hear any Miss Universe delegates say that they're promoting this cause.
elderly.
Yeah. Or like animals.
The only one, I mean, like I do make donations in Singapore to certain charities, and the only one I donate to is the one that I donate to is like elder care ones. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, so I guess if I wanted to, it would be like for old people. What about you?
I was thinking maybe like genetic disorders. Because you know their treatments are quite
Expensive.
very expensive. So, but I don't know how to promote it other than like asking for donation people to donate.
Research encourage like sponsoring
Maybe
research.
like sponsoring research.
Oh, we have such good ideas, such kind hearts.
Maybe the community might be watching this video.
Yeah, okay, sure. Pick us then next year. So that's all for today's episode of Miss Universe. So how about if you could live 1 year in another woman's shoes, who will you choose and why? I think it's
let
quite
us know
interesting.
what you will wear for your national costume if you can pick.
Okay, see you next time. Bye!